Welcome, Choombas. It's our first look at Cyberpunk Red. I can't see crap in this. Yes, Misfits, today we are looking at Cyberpunk Red, brought to you by R. Talsoren Games. It's a great update to a game that I've been playing since 19, and definitely has the feel that you love if you've been playing this game for as long as I have. It's now set in 2045, pretty much because the first two Cyberpunk games caught up with the history of now. I mean, we were promised cyber technology by now. Come on, I need new parts. Can we get on this, please? If you know Cyberpunk, you know it's a game of style over substance, and that oozes out of every pore of this book, definitely. And it's amazingly well done now. They've streamlined a lot of things, but they've really brought the core of what makes Cyberpunk to a new audience and a new future. Like I said, it's 2045, and if you played the video game like I did, this is set right after Johnny Silverhand's little disagreement with Arasaka. And the skies are red because the pocket nuke went off in Night City. The corporations are winding down their war with each other, and basically it's chaos everywhere, which in this game, chaos breeds opportunity, and that's where you come in. Now there are 4 rules of Cyberpunk. Style over substance, attitude is everything, live on the edge, and of course, break all the rules. You're trying to get rich, get famous, and look good doing it in Night City. Now there are 10 different roles you can take for your character. First of all, you can pick Rocker, which is like Johnny Silverhand himself. Then you can pick a Solo, which is a warrior type class. You can pick Melee, you can pick guns, maybe even a little bit of both. You've got a Netrunner, which is fun now, especially in the new update. I'll mention more about that later. Techs deal with all your tech and gear. Med techs deal with the wet stuff. They're your healers, your Ripper Doc or trauma team type person. We have medias, who are investigative journalists or media stars. They deal in credibility. Execs are corporates who want to get their hands dirty a little bit, maybe to advance their own corporate goals. We also have lawmen, which are trying to keep the streets safe for normal type people. We have fixers, who are your info, gear, favor brokers. They're the ones that make a lot of this happen. And you've got your nomads, who specialize in smuggling stuff from place to place outside of Night City. They're the ones who are going to get you your cool gear that you can't get anywhere else. But they're also going to be the ones that get you from point A to point B if you need to be somewhere outside of town. Okay, now the role you pick gives you a role ability, which really sets you apart from all the other roles. Like, for example, the Rocker class, you're able to influence large groups of people. On top of that, the character creation is as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. Let me tell you about that. There are 3 different ways to create your character: Street Rat, Edge Runner, and Complete Package. The first one is the easiest. It's called Street Rat. You start with a templated character with enough choices to give your character a bit of a unique feel, but everything else is kind of standard for that role. It really just is a quick way to get to the table in this game. Now, the Edge Runner is a good midpoint between a Street Rat and Complete Package. There's a lot more specialization options, but there's not a lot of real drilling down to the core of this game. If drilling down is where you want to be, that's where you want to go with Complete Package, because you get points, you get cash, and you can tailor your character completely however you want. It's a more in-depth and, I think, very anal version of character creation, but a lot of veterans of RPGs will definitely want to jump in and get their hands dirty making this character with every possible option on the board. Now, most of the stuff is similar to every other RPG, but what really sets this game apart is your life path. Now, what your life path is what they call a flowchart of complications. It's your personality and style. It's where you're from, it's who you have ties to, family, friends, enemies, frenemies, key life events in your life, and your life goals. Now you can roll this up on charts, or you can just choose what you want. It all depends on how you like to roll your character. Now, one big update in Cyberpunk Red is how they handle net running, and it's pretty cool. Net running now is quite different. You're not having your netrunner sequestered in a little safe house doing their thing while your party's out there. Your netrunner is really with you because the net has become very decentralized. So they're going to be hacking things as you go, hacking doors. They're going to be getting into systems that are very enclosed upon themselves. So the netrunner's with you. And also they have a great way of incorporating that with your party because they could take a live action and a net action. It really keeps them involved in what you're doing in the game. So one thing that sets Cyberpunk Red apart from a lot of other RPGs is death is real. If you miss a death save, you're gonzo. So basically, there's nothing left but to pick the parts off your body and name a drink after you in the Afterlife bar. Now, I could go on and on and on about this well-done update to a well-loved game, but I'm not going to. Go get it. Read it for yourself. If you love the game from the video game, or if you've been playing this as long as I have, you want to pick up Cyberpunk Red. So until next time, Choombas, I'm Tom, and this has been your first look.